What's going on, guys? Mystic Yacha here again with another album review. This is from the new Advaitic Songs, which I completely was anticipating before this came out. I fucking love to death. Basically everything they do is just solid fucking gold. And in my opinion, I think Conference of the Birds is probably my favorite album ever made. I think that is just the most genius piece of music ever composed by like anyone I've ever heard. But after well, actually more so after Pilgrimage, which was the album after Conference of the Birds, they started going towards more of a Middle Eastern sound and a more less bass and drum driven, like, you know, doom that they were doing their first albums, and more like oriental feeling, kind of meditation, relaxed, spiritual music. And that's what they started on with Pilgrimage, and then their 7-inch Gebel Barkle, and then the one before this, God is Good, which was another great album. But so they came out with this, and it's basically following in that trend. I mean, the first song is like an intro with some Middle Eastern chants, and it's got a cool like spiritual vibe to it. It's a good opener of the album. Second song is about as close as you're gonna get on this album to their like old style of performing songs. It's got the bass and drum driven grooves and the signature owl vocal phrasing and everything about it. It's a really good song. Then it ends with some violins and some cool meditative sections. Number 3 is probably my favorite on this album. I don't even Gethsemane. Completely tripped out, meditative, redundant but amazingly redundant song. And the background effects when he's like singing reminds me of like some sort of psychedelic effects like Electric Wizard might throw into their songs, at least the old stuff and everything. And the lyrics are amazing. Has some Ancient Alien references in there. And just the groove of that song, just the overall feel of it, you know, the organic drum tone that guy always has, Emil. Great song. Fourth one is like pretty much the one they play live all the time, Sinai. Another great song. Follows in the path of Gethsemane, pretty much. It's really like meditative, keeps you going along on that, you know, classic redundant but amazingly redundant style of music. Opens up with some chants by some more Middle Eastern priests or whatever, and you know, another great song. And the fifth one, the closer, is really good too. He kind of does these like almost like whispering vocals instead of just all out like singing like he usually does, or whatever, chanting, whatever you want to call it. But the music in the last song is really great. I think it's definitely like a new kind of style for them in terms of how they compose the song, with like the instrumentation and the different instruments they use. But it works really well for their style. They don't go, you know, over the top with like the different instruments and everything, which is great. Yeah, greatly written song. And yeah, so I mean, this album was really good. I liked it a lot. My only complaint is that it's short. It's really short. Like, the first one passes by, the second one passes by in an instant. It's only 6 minutes. And, you know, when you listen to you want something like at least over, you know, 6 minutes. Then the last 3 are great, but they kind of all just flow together, and it almost like feels like one song, which I guess is cool in a way, but it just feels a lot shorter than their other albums. I don't know why. But other than that, overall, this was a great release. I was really happy with it. Always happy with album releases. Definitely give this, I'd probably give this a 9.5 out of 10. Definitely one of the better albums that have come out recently. So check this out. Advaitic Songs. See you later.